baby. From the stands of a sports fan, my man Pots and Pans, let's get into it. We talking about two key games since the NBA season has officially started. We had the Lakers and the Nuggets and the Suns and the Warriors. Both of them just wrapped up. We about to talk about it. So, the Lakers officially lost to the Nuggets 107-119. Nuggets playing at home, officially getting their championship rings from winning the 2023 season. So congratulations to the Nuggets. And they actually got a dub again today. Couple things I want to talk about with this game. More importantly, should Anthony Davis be traded from the Lakers? My answer is yes. My answer is yes. I feel like we've all been waiting for Anthony Davis to get this baton, for LeBron to pass the torch, so to speak, to Anthony Davis so he could take over the team when he's gone. And Anthony Davis ain't showing up. LeBron James, 21 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Anthony Davis, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Jamal Murray, 21 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, and a joker with a triple-double. 29 points, 13 rebounds, 11 assists. Anthony Davis, only 17 points. This is just the first game of the season. We don't want to necessarily over-criticize, right? I say wrong. 17 points. All of them only came in the first half. He scored he tied the NBA history record for the most points scored in the second half with me. 0. He scored just as many points as the rest of us watching the game in the second half. Where was Anthony Davis at? He sure as hell wasn't on the bench. He was on the court during that time. So Anthony Davis not showing up in the second half whatsoever as far as points are concerned. And then taking this L. Y'all lost by 12 points. 12 points that we would all assume you would have gotten in the second half. You didn't show up, Anthony Davis. It shows that you're streaky. You're on and off. I think this is showing us all you ain't ready. Anthony Davis is not him. Let's just put it out there. Anthony Davis is not him. So I just want to say that I think Anthony Davis should be traded. Where should he be traded to? I don't know. I don't care. Take him back to New Orleans. Maybe he was more comfortable there, felt like he was under less pressure. But Anthony Davis, you can look at his gameplay and tell he is not him. He don't have that killer, that dog. And I want to talk about that. The difference between scores and killers. I just had this talk with somebody recently. So somebody was saying, you don't think Boston is going to get to the finals with the additions that they got, who they got? I said, listen, man. Boston has some scores. There's no doubt about it. With the addition of Drew Holiday, now they got a little bit more defense on their side. All right, cool. But you know what they don't have? They don't have no dogs, no killers. They need those. Somebody who going to grab the ball, go up the court, and do what they got to do when they see it needs to be done, especially in the clutch. Especially in the clutch, and in the ending of the game and in the clutch. That person wants the responsibility of either the failure or the win, the success of that win. I don't see that in nobody. Now, Jason Tatum, don't get me wrong, he makes the big shot sometimes. He comes up, he shows up in the clutch. But I think there's some times where he don't show up, though. And you need to just go ahead and show that killer instinct throughout the games, bro. Russell Westbrook has that energy. He just don't win them championships. So nobody on the Boston Celtics is a killer to me. You know what I'm saying? They can score, but they're not killers. You got to be a killer and a leader if you want to really lead a team to the championship type stuff. But for the time being, no killers. And Anthony Davis, he ain't no killer. He's a scorer, but he ain't no killer. But that's just what I think. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show 313-466-4386. Moving on to the second game of the NBA season. It started yesterday, Tuesday, October 24th. The Suns against the Warriors. And they were actually in Golden State, by the way. And yeah, apparently the Suns walked away with the victory. 108-104. Very close game, by the way. Very back and forth. Consistent lead changes. But, you know, the Warriors, I'm sorry, the Suns beat them out. The Suns beat them out. this is what I want to say, though. Speaking on some statistics, Kevin Durant did his thing. Double-double, 18 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. Devin Booker went off. 32 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists. 21 points in the first half alone. The boy's going to work. Steph Curry, 27 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Then you got Chris Paul, the new addition to the Golden State Warriors from Phoenix, by the way. Now, what did Chris Paul do? He put up decent numbers, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists. Almost a double-double. That's pretty decent. What I want to point out that the scoreboard or the statistics don't show is that he didn't get his first basket until actually halfway through the third quarter. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third quarter until he got his first basket. He shot free throws and made them. The actual field goal he did not get until later on in the second half. Chris Paul, what you doing? Where were you at? You didn't ride the bench the first half. You were there, so you didn't score nothing. You were just there throwing dimes. I mean, cool. Maybe they don't need Chris Paul to score. Maybe they need him to score to average about 15, 20 points a game. If that, 15, 18 points a game. Maybe that's what they need him for. All right, fine. There's a few other things that I saw you do that just didn't look right. You just didn't look like you meshed with the squad too well. I'm still trying to figure out what they really needed you for. To be honest with you, Chris Paul, I think you're a great player. A good player, I'll say. Not even great. I think you're a good player. But I just don't see where you fit in with Golden State. But we'll see how this goes. Y'all took the L today. It was very close and competitive. Nonetheless, we'll see. We'll see. Other than that, Suns, like I said, beat the Warriors. It's very interesting. We got tomorrow the continuation of the season. Victor Wembanyama will be playing Dallas tomorrow night. And I believe the Knicks will be playing Boston, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But, it's going to be an interesting season. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens, man. Continuing on real quick, I just want to talk about Giannis Antetokoumpo. He actually signed an extension with the Milwaukee Bucks. 3 years, by the way, $186 million. Now, as someone from the stands, an actual sports fan, I don't care about how much money you got. And apparently, Giannis don't care either. They're saying that he signed the contract without even looking at the numbers, allegedly. He just said, I like what y'all did as far as the trade. It looked like y'all want to compete. I'm going to sign. 3 years, cool. That's what it sounds like. Did he really do that? Even if he didn't look at the numbers, pretty sure his lawyers, his attorney, his agent, they looked at it for him. His manager, they looked at it for him. They know what it is. He knows what it is. But is this a surprise that Giannis signed an extension? I think not. I mean, you could be shocked if anybody gets traded or wants to go to another squad. I don't think Giannis is that, especially with Milwaukee adding Damian Lillard. I think Giannis is going to be there. Now, for the remainder of his career, I don't know, because he was throwing up a lot of different flags showing that he wanted to possibly go to a different team. I think Chicago, if any other team. But I see him staying with the Milwaukee Bucks, but I would respect it if he did leave. That's all I want to say about Giannis Antetokoumpo. I do want to talk briefly in the NBA about the NBA app power rankings that came out to start the season. Week 1. This is who their top 5 teams are in the NBA right now. The LA Lakers, number 5. Phoenix Suns, number 4. Boston Celtics, number 3. Milwaukee Bucks, number 2. Denver Nuggets, number 1. We got 3 West Coast teams, 2 East Coast teams in the top 5. Nuggets 1, Bucks 2, Celtics 3, Phoenix Suns. This is what I would do. I would put the Suns at number 3. I would get the Lakers out of there. I would maybe put Nuggets 1, Bucks 2, Suns 3. I would maybe say, oh man, who do I want to do? Pause. Miami, number 4. And number 5, I would say, I would choose Sacramento Kings over the Lakers. I have no trust in the Lakers whatsoever. I would choose the Sacramento Kings over the Lakers in the number 5 slot. If I'm being honest, that's not fair. Matter of fact, why not even Golden State? Golden State at the number 5 slot. What am I doing? Golden State at the number 5 slot. Nuggets, Bucks, Suns, Miami, Warriors. That's my top 5, at least as of right now, week 1. Who is your top 5 teams in the NBA as of week 1? Even though we only got one day out. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show 313-466-4386. All right, so last thing in the NBA, they got a couple new rule changes and changes in general that I do want to speak on. I want to see which one do you feel like is going to have the biggest impact in the NBA. They now have a no flopping rule, the referees. So now if they feel like an offensive or defensive player is being extensively overly dramatic when it comes to trying to get a foul, they're going to call a foul on that person. You see what I'm saying? So that's how that's going to end. I think the other team just gets possession, or they might get free throw. I got to double check that. Excuse me. The other new challenge or rule is that they have not one but 2 coaches challenges now. So if you think the ref made a call that you don't agree with, you can do a challenge, not once but twice. Now the first time, if you get it wrong, you lose your timeout and you get no more challenges. But if you get it right the first time, you keep your timeout and you get a second challenge. But when your second challenge, if and when you use it, you have to use a timeout whether it's right or wrong. So that's the stipulation behind it. Which one would be more impactful? I would say the coach's challenge. Even though I feel like the flopping rule is very, very, very important. Now, I hate floppers, bro. We all should hate floppers. Even just to get the extra call, I hate it. Even if you're on my team, play straight up like a man. You 6'2", 6'3", all the way to like 6'8", 6'9" on average. I'm gonna need y'all to start acting like your height, acting like you're the profession that you are, a professional athlete. So don't be flopping like you just got knocked out because somebody accidentally threw an elbow up or smacked you with their hand coming down from a rebound. Calm down with that. I hate flopping, and there's no flopping rule. I like that. I love it. I hope it takes flopping down a lot. With that being said, I still don't think there's going to be more impactful than the coach's challenge. 2 coach's challenges, by the way. Because when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, especially in the playoffs, it's going to make a heck of a difference. A heck of a difference, especially if a lot of them get overturned. So we'll see. That's what I think. Out of both changes, I think the 2 coaches challenges will have the biggest effect in the NBA. That's just what I think. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show 313-466-4386. Switching it up real quick, talking about the NFL. Today is Tuesday/Wednesday morning. And technically Monday Night Football just wrapped up week 7. Monday Night Football, we had the 49ers versus the Vikings. 49ers 5-1. I think the Vikings were 3-2 at the time. Something. Pardon my ignorance. Nonetheless, the Vikings took a lot more L's this year so far than the 49ers did. 49ers were 5-1. But as a result, 49ers took that L, like I said, against the Vikings, which a lot of people were not expecting. And, yeah. 49ers dropped down to 5-2. Pause. So with that being said, I'm happy because the 49ers were one of the top producing teams this season. They were 5-1 just like my Lions. But at the same time, I hate that the Vikings did win because they're in the same division as the Lions. And considering the fact that the Lions took an L, they took a loss this week against the Ravens, a nasty loss, and then somebody else in our division gets a win. So that's not good for us at all. But I'm still happy that that somebody took care of the 49ers. But anyway, because they were a threat, if I'm being honest. But we got a lot of other threats, the Lions. But anyway, the point is, that was a good game. Not going to lie, it was pretty decent. Nice back and forth. But the Vikings came back, pulled it out in the end in the 4th quarter. I don't think I really have any notes from that game, to be honest with you. I'm just happy that the 49ers took that L. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. Is that it in regards to NFL and everything? Yeah, it is. So let's go ahead and get up out of here. But first, thinking out loud real quick. Anybody scroll through their timeline on social media and see one of these videos of the African kids dancing, everybody in sync, everybody sharp and whatnot, I'm watching, I'm enjoying it, but then I'm always noticing that these kids are always dancing on dirt roads with no socks. Then my brain got to wondering, I'm thinking, these videos are getting viral. They're pretty popular. Who's benefiting or profiting from these videos? Like, who's getting the money from the ad revenue that is generating or whatever the case may be? I always say I enjoyed it. We're all smiling and enjoying these videos, but at the same time, is anybody asking the question, who is benefiting from these African kids dancing with no socks on a dirt road? Who is shooting these videos? Always question the cameraman. That's just me thinking out loud, man. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show. 313-466-4386, man. We about to get up out of here, but first, you know you got to do me a favor, right? Kick it with KCMC on all social media at KIWKCMC. That's Kick It with KCMC, just the abbreviations on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, all that. KIWKCMC. Show some love to my sponsors too, by the way. Team Elite. They on social media at TEAMELITE313. That's Team Elite 313 on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and check out their premium urban-based athleisure wear. That's t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, tech fleece jogger sets, varsity sets, and more. It's all on your website, teamelite313.com. Ask your mom and use code KIWKCMC for that discount. Appreciate you again for kicking it with me on that late night. Tried to sneak it in on a Tuesday, but it's a Wednesday morning. It is what it is. We're going to hit you back again on Thursday. So appreciate you for kicking it with KC. Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the alert so you know when we going live. You know, if you can't do that, if you got a couple dollars, donate to the show so we can grow. We appreciate that too. Check out my singles, Juice and Hands and Knees with Techmatic. The link is in the description. Other than that, man, tell a friend and tell a friend.